So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna pass the ball to none other than Miss Lacey. I saw her somewhere, but did she disappear? Harrison, are you able to come off?
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, hey,
Um,
hey.
I actually had a slow start of the month. I didn't have out any MBTs up until I made it back Monday. So I currently have 9 MBTs done. My goal is to have 20 by the end of the month. Yes, I fired my boss, and when I tell y'all it feel good, oh my God. But I still have money coming in, but I just feel free. Like I'm committed, I'm ready. I'm excited about my IUL training today with Miss Takesha, so I can really make some money. And I just have a few appointments on today later on. But other than that, that's all I have going.
So, Miss Lacey, for you not to have any MBTs and then all of a sudden nine, can you paint a picture of what that looked like? Like, how did you bounce back? How did you shake it off? What made you just get back in the game and just like you said, just do it?
It was basically me reaching out to customers, me reaching out to clients, and they was like, "Oh, Lacey, I gotta wait till I get paid. Oh, Lacey, next week." So I just had to make sure to keep following up. So on Friday, when I was at the airport, everybody was, "Hey, Lacey, I'm ready now. I'm ready." So I'm like, "Hey, send me your information." I was in the room for a little while doing quotes. Then I was downstairs on one day doing quotes, just sending them out. So I say, look, Monday or Tuesday, when I make it back Monday, we can all link up. We can talk over the phone, however y'all want to do it. And it's basically falling through from all my following up and me working over the weekend while I was in Maryland.
Okay. So you just kept your hand on the pulse of everybody. So if they weren't ready, you just kind of kept them in your process. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, she was able to still put them on her program. Sometimes people let the clients dictate the climate. You got to be the thermostat and totally control the climate. So that was good, Lacey, that you said everybody was calling you while you were traveling, and you just kept them in your process. Great work. Who you passing that ball
Yes.
to?
So I'm going to pass the ball to this amazing father who I love his story as he was presenting at the in Maryland, and his why really was great to me. He said he wanted to provide for his family, and so I'm going to pass it to the great Mr. Isaiah Robinson.
Thank you so much for the pass the ball. I learn endless from you all the time, so I'm excited that you passed the ball. Um, my money making activities today. Well, actually, I want to shout out one of my people. If he's on the line, he is not on the line. But I did a green sheet yesterday, and I helped his friend. So I'm excited about that. I gotta get licensed in a new state, but he just put on the policy yesterday, so I'm excited about that. I also have a couple more AOAs that's coming this way this week, and also I told y'all about the real estate person that I was connecting with. So we just created a referral plan, and now we're going to be working together. So I'm also excited about that. So I just still connecting, still growing the business, just working every day. So that's my money making activities for the day.
Hey, hey Zay.
Yes, sir.
So one thing I know, me and your dad talk a lot about what your day looks like. And sometimes it's hard to really get self-motivated, not only get self-motivated, but then stay self-motivated. What does your day look like when you have to make calls, like you have to start calling from your LinkedIn list or your follow-up list? You could be doing so many other things. You could be, goofing off, going, doing other things. What makes you stay steadfast and just get the job done when nobody's looking?
What make me stay steadfast and make me just locked in is understanding that you have to put in the hours, you have to put in the cost for you to be successful. And beforehand, I was just thinking, hey, if I just reached out to them, just through message or just however, right? I'm not gonna say non-contact, but not calling on the phone. The success rate is very low.
Right.
And usually, Darren just came on a coach's call yesterday saying people don't close the sale to the 15th time they connect with with somebody, right? So the money, like y'all say, the money is really in the follow up and understanding if you want to have success, you have to keep following up, just keep talking to them because you are really changing their whole mindset. And sometimes change can be scary for somebody. So really that follow up is just really giving them the reassurance that, hey, I'm really in this for your best interest. And you have somebody throughout your side while the change is going through. It's not like I'm just gonna call you one time. No, like once you get that client, you basically there for the rest of your life because they're gonna be paying this for the rest of their life. So they have to trust you knowing that you're going to be there. So
Love it.
that's what my day to day looks like. I'll stay in the office, probably go to the office right after this call. Stay there till about 6 o'clock. So just from then to 6 o'clock, I'm game planning, I'm dialing, and I'm just planning out my week on Monday, and then probably just have calls set up for the rest of the week till 6.
Cool, cool, cool. I love it. Thank you for sharing those nuggets. And who you passing that ball to? Somebody has their hand in the
see,
paint.
I see somebody with their hand up in the paint. He is hot, man. So keep shooting that ball. He's learning the business, and I'm just so proud of him because he just keep working. Nathaniel, I'm gonna pass you the ball, my boy.
My man, my man, I'm gonna take that ball from you real quick. Thank you so much, guys. Good morning. I just got off the call with our new hire Amar. I gave him a little guideline, so we signed him up for his classes. I gave him guidelines on what he's going to be looking for. Told him to go through all the questions first, so that he can know what to look for as he's reading. So I gave him a timeline of a week to start, just to get through what he needs to get through. If he doesn't finish it within a week, that's fine because he's in school. But I'm going to push him for 1 week, and then the second week, we're going to really push him into getting it finished. So that my first recruit is on pace. The second one that I wanted to put out there, Eric and I had a good conversation yesterday on how to get this man going. He has a lot of not excuses, but he has a lot of concerns that we have to address. And I think that we have a great message for him to be able to get onboarded. And the funny thing is, last night I was in my feelings, and I went ahead and messaged my upline at Primerica. I'm like, look, man, thanks for getting me into this, but this is a better opportunity. I don't think he's going to respond to me, but I gotta at least put it out there because I am who I am. So. Won't stop, can't stop. Keep it going. We're on fire today, and let's just have a good Thursday, guys. Thank
I
you.
love it, man. And here's the thing, Nathaniel, as far as your Primerica person, some people are scared to recruit up. But as long as you put it out there, now all you got to do is just slow drip them, slow drip on them, slow drip on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And before you know it, trust me, that pressure, it'll be so much that you've dripped on them, it's going to create pressure. And that pressure is probably going to make them move as long as you stay consistent with your follow-ups and not be too aggressive with it. You know what I mean? The
Not too
other thing
aggressive
is,
or too arrogant. That's the other part. Being too arrogant is also very, very, very tough.
yeah, man. And then the other thing, congrats on your new business partner. Now, I don't know if y'all heard what he said, and this is great. When somebody signs up, give them the expectation, like you just did, of being able to show them how they can do it in a week. Because what happens is some people drag this thing on so long and drag it out and drag it out and drag it out. If you give the person the expectations and they've never had anything to measure with, a lot of times you'll be surprised. It may not be a week, but it'll be a lot sooner than 6 months, 9 months. You know what I mean? So keep up the good work, Nathaniel. You're gonna definitely be a superstar in this business and in this industry. And just keep following the playbook. Who you passing that ball to, sir?
Unfortunately, I didn't know who was speaking before, so I don't I was gonna say Tammy Duche has always been very energetic. If she hasn't spoken yet, I would like to pass it on to her. But if not, I'll find another.
Somebody actually has their hand up.
Oh, there you go. Troy, I didn't see your hand up. My bad. Bang. Ooh, wrong.
Don't worry, it went up kind of late. But I'm just chiming in because um, speakers just now, with Isaiah and Nathaniel, they're talking about that follow up, and that follow up is real. The drip and everything, it works. I've actually been dripping on someone that I'll be enrolling tonight, he and his wife, probably for the past year.
Okay.
And they had a lot going on, and they just weren't able to engage. And now they're coming through. They called me last night, and without hesitation, I said, we're going to take a shot in the dark because I know my man is super busy all the time. And I reached out to Relly and was able to get him on the line. And Relly just chimed in, and he answered right away. We had a little conversation with him, and we'll be enrolling them tonight.
Love it.
Sister Jackie, she's on fire still after coming from the conference. She's doing her thing. We've got scheduled a NBT for this weekend, Sunday afternoon around 3 o'clock. And she's bringing the whole family in. Business launch. And let's see, outside of that, I'll be going back out to the Valley Mall with the collaborated partnership that I got with the one of the restaurant owners out there. So we'll be taking advantage of all of the traffic out there and following up with a few more folks in that arena.
Well,
So
Troy, let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about your follow-ups, right? And this is something for everybody. How long have you been trying to get this person in? How long you been slow dripping on them?
actually about a year and a half.
And also, you had some guests that showed up to the conference that were of a different nationality that weren't from the United States.
Right.
How long have you been dripping on that guy?
Pastor Teo's, let's see, that's been a good 9 months.
See, this is a good example and a good conversation. Thanks, Troy. Where following up, ladies and gentlemen, it's a big part of your business because it's a skill set to following up. It's not just following up. You got to know what to say to people. You got to know how to approach people. You got to know how to look like a professional that's transferring information than a greedy salesperson trying to get the bag. Does that make sense? You gotta always come professional. So if you got people that said no, that didn't show up to a VGO, that start missing their client appointments, that start missing their prospect business partner appointments, just find a way to keep touching them. Find creative ways to keep them engaged. You might send them videos or just send them information, and every third or fourth time that you touch them, you might say, "Hey, what'd you like most about the information that you saw?" Or prompt or say something that prompts some dialogue. See, remember, when people talk about themselves, when you get them to start talking, like when you follow up, get creative with prompting them to take action, to do something. You see what I'm saying? So keep doing what you're doing, Troy, because as long as you're following up with people, you'll be surprised when the time is right, the opportunity looks like this to them. When the time is wrong, it looks like it's no hope for that person when the time is wrong. So just keep slow driven, because no doesn't really mean no all the time. Sometimes no just means, hey, right now is not a good time.
Not right now.
Exactly.
That's
so who
it.
you passing that ball to, sir? Somebody has their hand up in the
I
paint.
see that lovely lady over there with her hand up. That means she's eager to share some valuable information this morning about what she got going on. And I'm going to give it up to her and let her go do her thing. Miss Angela Keith, come on with it.
Thank you, Troy. Hi, everybody.
Good
So
morning.
Hey,
my money making activity this week is I had to push my feelings aside and make a phone call to my son's family, which is my baby daddy's family, that we may not always get along, and let them know that I am in the services of a life insurance agent. Conversation went extremely well. And tomorrow I have a meeting with them to talk about life insurance because they said, hey, we need life insurance. Unfortunately, they had a loss in their family, and I'm going to take ownership with that because I had my license when they had that loss in the family, and I never talked to them about getting life insurance. And it put them in a bind. And that was my fault because I was stuck in my feelings and not seeing the bigger picture. Like, don't be stuck in your feelings. This is what they need, you know? So that's what I
Mhm.
have going on this Friday.
So let's talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, Angela, you're doing a great job, by the way. But you brought up something that I heard twice today, so we're gonna talk about it. I see so many people get in their feelings when it comes to this business. They could be in their feelings about their downline. They could be in their feelings about their upline. They could be in their feelings about the carrier not doing what they think they're supposed to do. They could be in their feelings about the commissions. They could be in their feelings. Ladies and gentlemen, get out of your feelings. Your feelings ain't gonna get you paid. Your feelings gonna get you stuck. Like Myron Golden says, you're gonna get stuck in the back. You're gonna get stuck like Chuck in the pickup truck. Don't get stuck, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not, and this is not to be disrespectful, but it's to really drive a point home. Forget your feelings. When you're dealing with people in business, we ain't got time to be in your feelings. Bring me some facts. Let's work with some facts. We ain't working with feelings around here. All right. Facts will get fact understanding facts and be able to translate and transfer facts is gonna get you paid. Getting stuck at the water cooler with people in their feelings and then people trying to get you to buy into their feelings. And I'm telling you, it's a it's a it's a prescription for destruction. Trying to tell you some good stuff. So Angela, thank you for sharing. Um, who are you? And when you feel, here we go. When you feel like your feelings are all over the place, just step back for a second, take a breath, shake it off, and just get back on the track, get back in the car. All right. So Miss Angela, who you passing that ball to?
I'm going to pass the ball to the wonderful Miss Takesha Carr.
Takesha Carr.
Good morning, Angela, and thank you so much. Keep grinding, my sister. It's great to have you on and hear so much about what you have going on in your business. I just came to say, look, you guys, hustle till they ask you if you're hiring, right? That's what we keep saying. Hustle till the haters ask if you're hiring. Haters or not, just keep hustling till they ask you if you're hiring. I've had 3 messages in the last 24 hours about whether or not I was hiring and who I needed to hire, what positions I was hiring for, and what the salary looked like. People are watching. I know
Yeah.
Eric told yesterday, he mentioned yesterday that I really just share the life that I live based on how Xperia has changed it. And I haven't even had a chance to really do that yet. But people are watching. They're concerned about what it is that you do. It's holiday season. People are always wanting more. So that's just my encouragement for today. Just keep your eye, keep moving to the plow, keep pushing, keep pushing. People are watching and they're gonna be calling you very, very soon.
And you know what, Takesha? You know, you remember when they asked Jamie the question at the conference, and now it's his 3 words are almost a prescription for everything. But
Yes.
when you think about how simple the answer is, but how big the answer is, that really is a cure and a solution for everything.
Yeah. It
Whenever you
just
feel like you're
requires
getting,
action.
yeah, whenever you're getting stuck or you feel stuck, just go go, go. And I know that sounds so weird and cliche and almost elementary, but when you really wrap your head around it, if you just go, 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 don't get stuck at the water cooler. Don't get stuck in the negative zone. Don't get stuck in a squat. You can't get stuck in a squat if you're moving. So thank you for sharing. And who you passing the ball to? Your sister from another mister has her hand up.
I see, I see. So definitely want to pass the ball to my Silver Lock sister up in Maryland. She and I had an opportunity to spend some time together. We went to Canada and get to bond just a little bit more. So without no further ado, Miss Tawana Chisley is yours.
Thank you, Professor Carr. That's what I want to call you from now on. You got the plan. One of my teammates, she doesn't always, I mean, she likes to talk, but she doesn't always want to jump on and say what she's doing. And first of all, I want to thank my little sister, my blood, that's actually still coming on and seeing what's happening. She's a little reluctant, so I really want her to understand the vibe with this community, and that, you know, we'll all have our hands wrapped around her if she go ahead and sign this AOA. Now, I would also like to shout out Danae. I would like if Danae could come on and tell us what happened yesterday after the BTO. Danae?
Grand Rising, everyone. Just real quick, because I'm in another meeting with my other job. But my money making activity is I have been, pressing. And I invited 2 people on there yesterday, and one of them showed up. And last night he wanted to join. So I sent him the AOA and everything, and waiting for him to get back with me with that, and we're gonna move forward from there. So just stay in the, like they said, stay in the car, stay in the boat. I call it the boat, and something will come through. I have about 3 more people in line. I have one wants to do $1 million term, so we're gonna try to help her to change her mind on that one, but keep it $1 million. So I'm in to win. I'm in this thing to win it.
Cool. And Danae,
Yes.
one thing that I heard you say, you've been trying to, you obviously been talking to this guy, and it goes back to the word of the day is just keep applying that pressure by following up. You know what I mean? So the big thing is apply the pressure to yourself to follow up. So keep doing what you're doing. And ladies and gentlemen, we talked about it yesterday. Once you start to build a team and you're fairly new, just make sure you get with your uplines so all of you can get coached together. That's the thing. See, it's a beautiful thing once you start bringing people in. Some people try to start coaching prematurely, start coaching too early. Make sure that you get coached up and you get your folks coached up, because what happens is your EDs will know when it's time for you to put on, or when you earn the right to put on another hat. Early on, you got to be in producer and recruit mode. Then once you get coached up, you go into coach mode. You start coaching and developing and start developing leaders yourself. But I see it happen a lot where people start to go into the coach mode just a little too soon, a little too fast. But that's a good thing. If you're bringing on new recruits and they're bringing on new recruits and your team is growing, the fastest way to stop that growth is go into management mode too soon. So with that being said, who you passing that ball to, Tawana?
And she also didn't mention that he's a real estate agent. So I just wanted to throw that out there as well. So let me pass the ball to this wonderful gentleman. I always love his wisdom and his calmness, and always got some great nuggets to say. Mr. Nicole Elijah Pye.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday to everyone. What a great day to be alive. I'm so happy to be here and also hearing from every one of you sharing your great testimony. I also have some to share. Couple of weeks ago, especially when that Dallas event was going on, I was also in Kansas City because of my community event that was happening there. We always have our annual commemoration of our martyrs that were killed by our military government back home. So in that event, I met a lot of people, talked to a lot of people that also, like I shared before, that they said they were watching me. So, like I said, they're always watching. And Takisha talk about that too. People are always watching you, you know. So a lot of them that I follow always and that I got their names and their contact numbers. And I got back and I immediately follow up with them. They say you strike the iron while it's still hot, right? So as soon as I get those information, those numbers, I follow up, I call all of them and follow up also with a text. So, and now I'm getting responses back. So yesterday I had two appointments from that yesterday. This guy in Missouri looking about six policies from there. Also have another guy in Nebraska, and I'm licensed in all those places too. And this one thing that I did, anybody that I have a contact with, I go and apply for license in that state because I have the faith that something's going to come from there. So I want to get licensed in that state. So I'm already licensed, appointed in those states. So, and then last night, had a guest on our team training last night, and I just got a response this morning. Oh, I'm ready. I'm excited. I love what I hear last night. And I also want to become a member. So I just sent her the AOA. So I'm looking forward for another recruit this month. So thank you so much for allowing me to share.
So Nicole,
So,
real
yes, sir.
quick. Then we're gonna bring up Kamal, and Kamal's gonna bring up Eric. You're an ED, and some people have this misconception that once you get to ED, that everything just gets easy for you, right? And that you can kind of sit back and relax and do nothing. What makes you still hungry at that level where you're doing everything that you were doing to get to ED? You're still recruiting, you're still talking to people, you're still writing business, you're still following up, you're still coaching your team up. So what keeps you motivated to do that and to break that misconception that when you get to ED, everything is easy?
Thank you so much, Uncle Jack. There was something that somebody shared my early days when I joined the former company WFG. And she said, if you are a leader, don't ask for people to recruit if you are not recruiting. Don't ask for numbers if you are not producing numbers. So that stuck with me. So that I don't feel guilty when I'm asking for numbers, asking for recruit. So I always try to do as much as I can every single month, have a new member or have a book on the a business on the book. The another thing is, as I'm building, as a builder, I also have to put gas in the car, put food on the table, take care of other responsibilities too. Then the third reason is that I have a goal. My goal is to have 10 lines, direct lines of EDs. And I'm not going to stop until I get there. And even when I get there, I'm not going to stop because then I have to start building more deeper.
Right.
We're building deep every day, but I also make sure that I have more direct line of EDs so I can build a strong business and also help them go deeper as well.
Nice. Thank you for sharing. Go ahead and pass that ball. We're gonna take one more, and then he can bring up the man of the hour.
All right, so it's a great pleasure to introduce this young man, Mr. Kamal. He is one of our team members. He is on fire. Every single now and then you get the email, the new AO has been signed, and who is the recruiter? Is Kamal. So he's an awesome young man taking this by the horn and running his business every single day. So please help me welcome Mr. Kamal to share his morning activities this morning.
Man, I appreciate that, Nicole. You know, that means a lot coming from you. And I know that, if you say it, you mean it. So I appreciate that. One of the things I want to say really quick is me and Dr. T, my ED, We're working on some recruiting things, and I'll leave it for her to share, but we're starting to see some immediate results there. And then I want to yield the rest of my time, if she's able to come on, to one of my new teammates. Her name is Mackenzie. If she can unmute and just talk about, what her thoughts on. She just started pre-licensing training, and she's just eager and excited. So, Mackenzie, could you come on and say hello and introduce yourself?
Hi.
Hello.
I'm
Hi.
really excited about this, and I'm just grateful for this opportunity.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Mackenzie, her desire was always to be an insurance agent, and she's just looking for the right opportunity. And we all know, and she'll see as she continues to come along, that she's joining the right opportunity at the exact right time. She has a young son, handsome son, and she's going to make sure that she's taken care of, because you're always a part of your own family. I always stress that to people. You're a part of your family too, so make sure you're taken care of, and she's going to make sure her son is taken care of,